Oh man, I'm just filled with adrenaline right now. And dude, you would be too if you've been following this year's Champions Tour in Valorant. It was fast, it was savage, and it nearly gave me a heart attack. So let's talk about it, shall we? Now, if you don't know about it, the Valorant Champions Tour, also just abbreviated as VCT, is a professional esports circuit hosted by a good old 200 years of collective experience, Riot Games themselves. The VCT is a year-long competition that's divided into 3 main stages: Challengers, Masters, and Champions. During the Challengers stage, the teams will compete in regional tournaments to earn their spot in the fabled Masters stage. The Masters stage features the top teams from each region competing in a major international tournament. Meanwhile, the Champions stage is the final event of VCT and features the best of the best, the nastiest, hottest teams from the Master Stage competing for the title of Valorant World Champion. The VCT is organized into regions including North America, Europe, Latin America, Asia, and Oceania. Each region also has its own set of tournaments and qualifiers leading up to the international event. And seriously, no kidding here, it's got the most delicious, tantalizing prize pool with a total of $2 million awarded across all regions in 2021. The VCT has quickly become one of the most popular esports events in history. Really, it is not hard to see why. With millions of viewers tuning in to watch the best teams from around the world compete for fame and prize money. Duh. The set of tournaments has also helped to establish Valorant as a serious major esports title, attracting top talent from other games and helping to grow the overall esports industry and stealing all of its players from CSGO. 2023 was undeniably and unmistakably intense. You had Team Loud versus DRX and Fnatic versus Natus Vincere, and I still don't think I'm pronouncing that right. Plus Team Tarek and FRTTT for the show match. And finally, the most explosive one, Loud versus Fnatic. Now, if you don't know who these teams are, well, shame on you. Just kidding, I love you. But to catch you up just in case, LOUD is a Brazilian esports organization that fields teams across multiple games, not just Valorant. This includes stuff like Free Fire, I don't even know what that is, Clash Royale, and Brawl Stars. The organization was founded recently in 2019 and has established itself as one of the top esports teams quickly in the whole dang country. The team consists of absolutely cracked gentlemen like, oh, you gotta... Guys, I love you, but I hate your names. Not even the commentators know how to... Okay. Wazera, Jahao, and Sacy, who all have experience kicking butt and taking careers in esports even before they joined LOUD. They've got a fierce rivalry with Optic Gaming, and they've been labeled the best esports 2022 team by the Game Awards. They even came first place in the 2022 Champions Tournament, pocketing a whopping $300,000 in cash. I haven't earned that much money in my life so far. In total. Brother, just imagine what you could do with $300,000. You could buy like, I don't fucking know, at least 15 anime body pillows. Maybe, right? You could probably push 16. Finally, you'll be a part of my collection, Sasuke! These guys had a real reputation to uphold, but they were faced against Team Fnatic. Now, these Frickers are an esports organization that was founded in 2004 in the UK. They've been scoring sick wins in games like League, Counter-Strike, Dota 2, Rainbow, and Valorant. And this time, they brought out players like Chronicle, Leo, Boaster to slay the competition and take LOUD down. This Valorant team knew exactly what was at stake and just how skilled their opponents were. They weren't gonna give the grand finals anything less than 110%. And guys, I swear this is one of the closest matches I'd ever seen. Kill for kill, assist for assist, these guys were going head to head, giving it their all. You cannot ask for more in a competitive Valorant match. I honestly couldn't have predicted how the match was going to go beforehand, or how incredible certain plays are going to be.
It's up to Les. Positioning's known from the neural threat. The spike is going all the way around, but just that much easier. Cosmic Divide splits a side tap, fight's still being taken, and this is not good from Fnatic. They're falling, dropping like flies.
Les is repositioned fantastically here to even try to deal with Leo, but it brings it down to a 2v1.
Leo somehow getting 3 in the mix. Wall plant for position, and Tui is just running.
Like this moment in round 18 where it all comes down to a 3v2 with what the I'm about to get blasted in the comment section for not knowing how to pronounce these names despite watching the match. Toys and Les doing their absolute best to turn things around and survive being outnumbered by Chronicle, Boaster, and Leo? Les even manages to pick off Chronicle in a valiant effort to bring it to an equal footing with a 2v2, but Fnatic still manages to keep control of the situation and take LOUD's remaining players. These boys are going to war! This is the world of esports, man, where the battles are virtual, but the stakes could not be more real.
What, catching these players? Durka, fast engagement, dives forwards, taking point, low enough still. Now you see the orbital strike, and what is that? Kawazin, the absolute difference maker.
How about Kaunazin's completely cracked display of aiming prowess here as he mows down the competition all by himself to close the end of round 3 on Fracture. Literally a one-man army. He just takes aim here and bam! Goodbye, Durka. Goodbye, Boaster. And finally, for good measure, bam! Goodbye. What the hell are you? Alpha, I don't pay attention to how they pronounce the name. But dang, do they play good. I mean, yeah, sure, he died right after, but this man just decided if he was going down, he was taking 3 whole guys with him. I don't care what anyone says. Kaunazen totally won this match for his team, catching Fnatic completely off guard and paving the way for Toys to pop Leo, finishing the match and snagging a big fat W for Loud with just barely under a minute left on the clock. Can I get a W in chat, please? How does one man manage to stay so calm and his aim so focused when cornered like that? I'd be smashing every key on my keyboard and just hoping, praying that I'd somehow do something useful for the team. These guys are just, like, amazing.
I believe the turret might spot them as well as they come around this corner. It does. 2 years is ready. Does he expect a second? He hears it. Leo jiggle at the movement. Once more left. He needs the ace. So much to do. Spammable. Less in that position. Shot not found. Oh my goodness! And it's down to this. Time pressure is there. Nightfall. No more sound cues. Top of the plant. Leo, he's struggling and he just can't collect it.
Now check it, picture this. Well actually we just showed you, so don't picture it. It's an intense round 6 on Fracture. Fnatic are leading with a 4-1 total in their favor. Loud needs a win, and fast. These guys are gonna push right past their limits like any Dragon Ball episode you've ever seen to make the impossible possible. And yeah, I watch anime, who doesn't these days? There's literally a player called Asuna who plays Valorant, dude. The tension is absolutely palpable, man. Suddenly, out of nowhere, Toys manages to pull off an absolutely legendary headshot around a corner in Alpha here. The crowd goes frackin' nutter butter, and so did I. But alas, fate has a cruel sense of humor. And Leo beats the poor man at his own game with an around-the-corner kill of his own, taking down the poor lad in one swift move before he goes on the rampage that we all know he could do. But it's not over yet, baby. Leo almost snatches a clean victory from the jaws of defeat by demolishing Les 2. However, just when it seems like Leo's gonna be the MVP of the round, Aspis shows up in the nick of time. Straight up says, "It's over, Anakin. I have the high ground," and offs Leo from atop a ledge. And with that, Loud emerges victorious, leaving their opponents and me shaking at what we just witnessed. It's exactly moments like these that make you appreciate the pure chaos and unpredictability of professional games. Who's actually gonna win? There could be a comeback at any time, and you just will never see it coming. Who the heck even knows what's gonna happen next? It's like football, because it's a sport! One thing was clear though, these guys were all in it to win it, and neither of them were gonna surrender. And that is exactly what makes these frickers entertaining. Woo! Man, I still got goosebumps, and my vision's blurred. I think I'm having that heart attack. All right, let's check out one last clip before I inevitably go into cardiac arrest. We just gotta take a look at the last grueling round that ended this once and for all.
Fnatic. Dash forwards to the side, slow warp, supplements. Durka are able to take this fight, but it's a little bit labored, a little bit strained. Dart lighting them up, swings down, spray down! And everyone falling, everyone collapsing. It's deafening, a gloom enters the arena. As Fnatic, they can feel it. Inexorable, inevitable.
However, one player left to go. Fnatic have essentially got this one all tied up. One round away.
And the fight is over. 14-12, denying the reverse sweep.
Brother, I could taste the tension, and the final round gets underway. Both teams are basically running on fumes now, and it's come down to round 26 on Icebox. Winner takes all. Chronicle sets the stage and kicks things off with a jaw-dropping, pants-dropping double kill on both Toys and Kaunazen. In just a split second, Loud's hopes of a miraculous comeback just became dust in the wind. I'd honestly feel sorry for them if I wasn't dead inside. And the slaughter ain't over, baby. In a flash, Alpha jumps into the fray and takes out Les. The remaining members of Loud, Aspis and Sadak, are left scrambling just to hold on, but it's pretty clear at this point that it's all over for them. I'd love to say that they somehow managed to turn this rough round into a win, but nah, it doesn't take long before Sadak is cornered and eliminated by Chronicle as well, leaving poor Aspis all alone. This Lone Ranger tries to at least do whatever he can by himself, peeking carefully around corners and trying to eliminate Durka, whatever help that could be. But alas, Durka lands the final blow and silences Loud once and for all. And with that, it's all over. Fnatic emerges victorious, and you can just see them celebrating here, completely completely ecstatic that they managed to pull this one through. You'll also notice that the entire crowd is freaking dead inside now. Did I forget to mention that the whole crowd was on Loud's side? Yeah. Man, I bet that didn't feel good to be in that arena. Dude, there were people crying, like hardcore, man. I mean, I like Loud too. And I'd be a big fat liar if I said I wasn't rooting for them during some of these electrifying highlights, but come on, y'all. But I mean, at the end of the day, I get it. If my favorite team lost like that, especially on that precipice of a comeback, dude, I would be downtrodden. These dudes definitely put on a performance, though, that made the bottom of my jaw smack my desk. I'm gonna need a new one. One thing is clear as heck, though, this was not easy at all. Fnatic came in strong, winning the first 2 maps like absolute champions with a 13-8 on Ascent and a 13-7 on Fracture. But like a scene straight out of an anime, Loud unlocked their second form and nabbed the win with a 13-9 on Split and a 13-8 on Lotus on the precipice of a reverse 3-0. It honestly looked like Loud might have had a comeback, bro. And Fnatic just barely managed to hold on and squeeze in that final victory, winning the first place spot and the 100,000 grand prize. Meanwhile, Loud just got second place. He's just a measly, $60,000. Pocket change, really. All jokes aside, this was an absolutely beautiful grand finals, and in another universe, Loud definitely would have pulled off one of the most miraculous comebacks I'd ever seen, and honestly, still kind of did. Sadly, however, 'twas not meant to be. Did you watch this year's Champions Tour? Did you enjoy it? Who were you rooting for? And what exactly were your predictions? And more than that, what were your favorite moments? We'd love to hear all about it in the comments below, so come on, share it with the class. And please, if you enjoyed, consider liking and subscribing so we can keep the content up for you and keep the lights in my house on. I love y'all forever. Peace!